I bet you think I'm talking about cars today. No, I'm not. Not on this Week and Do It Wednesday. Back in a minute. Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hi, this is Jan. Welcome to another episode of my channel, Save Money More with Jan channel. How you doing today on this first time of this year, a Week and Do It Wednesday? I want to talk about life from the rear view mirror. No, I'm not talking about cars per se, if you will, but I'm talking about the mountains that we place in front of us. Well, what's that have to do with the rearview mirror? I'll tell you in a couple of minutes. Sometimes we anticipate something that we really, really dread doing. Dreading something is not a fun place to be. Let's say you were invited to some sort of a yearly thing that you kind of have to attend and you really don't want to do it for whatever the reason. I wouldn't know the reason, but for whatever your reason is, you don't want to do it and you're dreading it. Every day goes by and you're thinking, I am one day closer to that dreaded event. Or it could be even a medical thing or whatever it is, some form of difficulty that you anticipate, whether it's needless or not, it's questionable. But sometimes people do anticipate and overtly think things to the point that they literally take a molehill and turn this event into the mountain. Sometimes I am totally convinced that the overthinking and the big mountainous thinking ahead is actually worse than the actual action or activity that you're dreading so much. Does that make sense to anybody listening out there? Let me know if it does make sense to anyone listening out there in the comment section below. Sometimes the fear, it all comes from fear. There's something in that activity or appointment or whatever the thing be, an event that whatever the reason, I wouldn't know your reason. There's some element of fear, and you rather avoid it, not do it, not go to it, and in all probability, you'll go and you'll sail through it, and that's the end of that, right? Now, sometimes some of the reasons that people are afraid to do something, their concern is totally warranted, and if that's the case, then take appropriate actions for the each individual situation. But let's talk now about we talked about the mountain in front of us, whether it's self-created or it's for your mind's eye a reality. All right. And believe you me, my heart goes out to you if you're in one of those, like, ever get like one of those invitations. Oh, this is all kind of like a humorous thing in a way, like those like so-called alumni get-together invitations. Some love them. Good for you. Some don't. Some people do not have a very excellent recollection of their, whatever school it was, situation, and neither do they even really want to see again those people that caused them their pain. It's kind of humorous when you get these invitations when in the reality during the actual time, those people probably bypassed you in the past, whatever, right? But it's all how you look at it. And you dread it and dread it and dread it and oh, I don't want to go. They're just going to judge you, blah, blah. And then you get to go to that thing and then you look around and you go like, wow, wow, this the thing that I was so concerned about? And then you realize that in all probability was just silly to concern yourself with that. One of the things that we do a lot is we waste a lot of time worrying about things, about certain things that really, really have no truth or relevance to your moment in time. And it's just such a waste. Wasting time is worse than wasting money. And I don't like to waste money, right? I don't like to waste money. I don't like to waste food, but I totally don't like to waste time. Because once you lose time, you're never getting that back. That is not one of those replaceable things. You accidentally spill milk. Well, it happened. Too bad. It's a shame. Clean it up. Buy a new one. Right? Yeah. You waste time. No, you can't clean it up and buy a new time. No, it's gone permanently, forever. Adios. Bye bye. Well, let's talk about life from the rearview mirror. What are you talking about? So let's say that you braved the thing that you were dreading and spent so much time dreading. I really don't want to do this, blah, blah, blah. But you still went to the event anyway. Or there's a situation. This is another thing that can make something dreadful. You might have to have a difficult conversation with an employer and say, hey, listen, I really need a raise. That one is not easy. I can tell you that for a fact. That's not easy. And kudos to those that actually take the moment and brave the moment and say, you know, considering what I do for you here at this organization, but yeah, yeah, that's a tough one. But sometimes it works out for the best, right? Or for the better, right? Okay. And it's that anxiety you feel. It is about anxiety too. It's that anxiety that you feel the minute before. All right. Now, I like to gab away. I could talk. I've gotten up and I've taught for years. I've done public speaking, blah, 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 blah. But I could tell you, and you could ask anyone, anybody that gets up and speaks, and I think I could speak for many people, that that 1 minute before, because you want everything to go well, you really want that thing to go well. And then once you start gabbing, well, speaking, excuse me, once you start speaking, then it's all downhill from there. And you're in your zone and you're enjoying it. All right, you're enjoying it. Okay. But don't throw away your possibilities of things because of that couple of seconds where you're going to feel a little uncomfortable. I think a lot of people do that. They throw away a lot of consequential, smart decisions because of that couple of seconds of discomfort. Nah, 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 nah. Don't do that. Don't. I know, easy for you to say, Jack. No, but seriously, think about this. So, like, don't avoid everything. Avoidance of everything is never a good thing. I am no doctor. I am no psychotherapist. I'm just Jan speaking common sense from my heart. That to me, it just makes no sense to throw it all away because of a couple of seconds of then once you're in your zone, it's like, hey, wait a minute, this isn't so bad after all. Or you may have that chat with your employer and it may not be the highest number that you wanted to negotiate for a salary increase, but at least that person is willing to work with you halfway. Halfway is better than no way. I say that's progress. I call that progress. Okay, so let's say that you do anticipate this horrible in your mind's eye situation. Then you finally brave yourself through whatever it is, you talk yourself into it, you get into it. Once you into it and it's over with, you get in your car, right? Remember this and never forget it. When you drive away from that place and you did what you had to do, and it turned out successfully. And even if what you wanted didn't turn out 100% the way you wanted it, the good news is you confronted that issue, okay? You accomplished it. You went to that silly party that is now what used to be dreadful to you, a silly party memory. And you even had a few laughs or two in between. Or you met a person that you totally forgot about that was really a wonderful person in your life at that time. So don't close off possibilities because of that few seconds of dread that we sometimes blow into this huge, huge mountain. But it really was in actuality a molehill. So let's say you're driving away. That big mountain that used to be in front of you, all of a sudden has turned into just that, a little pile of sand, a molehill.